Alright guys, I got a very good battle here, very good, or at least in my opinion, battle with Jowdy from Smogon. I found him on the Battle Me thread. So I lead with Swampert, he leads with Azelf. I think it's a taunting Azelf, since most are, and I decide to Ice Beam, and I get a freeze, which is kind of nice, but then it doesn't really matter because he thaws out the next turn. And I'm deciding what to do here. I think I go for another Ice Beam, because I can't do much else. I can't Earthquake. I don't want to switch, because he can Scout. And I figured he'd set up Stealth Rock, which he does, so that's pretty nice, I guess, for him. And I go to Spiritomb here, and I predict the explosion, and I die. Or he dies, rather. So yeah, that was the one thing Spiritomb was useful for in this match, and I still forgot to change the moveset, so oh well. Anyways, he sends out Heatran, he Fire Blasts, it gets a crit, and Spiritomb dies. So I guess it's okay, considering it only was a it took the explosion, and now I can go to Swampert instead of Stealth Rock, which is like the deciding factor in this match. I will tell you that right now. Without Stealth Rock, I would have lost this game completely. Anyways, I figured he didn't have Taunt, so I decided to Roar out, and I drag out a Lucario. So that is kind of nice, but I don't know. I Roar again because I figured he didn't want to stay in since Earthquake was rather obvious, and I Roar out a Gengar. Now, I can take a Shadow Ball, but I don't want to because I might need this thing in the future. So, oh well. I go to Heatran, the Calm Heatran, to take the Shadow Ball, which it does quite nicely. And now he goes to his own Heatran in Lava Plume, so that is not really good. I was hoping he didn't predict, he didn't Fire Blast wouldn't 2-KO Swampert, but it turns out he has HP Grass anyways, so it didn't even matter in the end, because Swampert is useless now with that low HP. Well, it's not useless, but it can't do much anyways. It's just gonna be like scouting fodder or death fodder, basically. So I go to Heatran on the HP Grass, back to Heatran, and I Lava Plume here. And Lava Plume's 20% burn rate is fucking sexy. I'm not even kidding. You have no idea how much that helped me. So Lava Plume, it brings it into Stealth Rock KO range. And after seeing his Heatran, and my team is especially weak to HP Grass Heatran, as seen in my previous battle with IPL. I'm thinking, okay, I can predict a Earth Power with Celebi, and he'll go to Heatran and it'll die, right? And it turned out it wasn't so easy because, well, he taunts, and I guess he did have taunt after all. And now I can either Grass Knot or Earth Power, and I don't really want to do Earth Power in case he stays in, which I suspected that he would. But he didn't, so I Grass Knot. And it looks like he's running Naive, because that kind of did a lot of damage considering the 4 times resistance. And, well, yeah, I go to Swampert as Death Fodder, and it takes the Earth Power and it dies. So Swampert is gone. That's not cool, but it did its job. It got up Stealth Rock. What else did it do? It roared out, brought Gyarados to like 50% or something like that. Anyways, I go to Celebi, and I Leech Seed up here because I don't want to HP Earth Power right away in case he switches, which he did, and I didn't want to Grass Knot, even though it probably would have been the better choice. And I didn't see this coming. I thought he'd stay in like Crunch or something, but he went to Heatran again and Grass Knotted, so that's not cool at all. Anyways, what do? I go to Heatran now, and he Fire Blasts, and that's pretty cool, because now I can do whatever I want since he's Scarfed on Fire Blast. Or Specs, I kind of predict Scarf, though. He goes to Gyarados as Death Fodder, and it dies, and I Lava Plume, and that's nice. He goes to Lucario now. And I'm thinking he might Swords Dance, but it turns out he doesn't, and I had close combat, and I look like an idiot right there, so, oh well. No, yeah, okay, I go to Celebi. What's he do now? He goes to Gengar, and this is where I got really mad because I predicted Heatran, and it didn't work out at all. So, my secret is gone, and now it makes it infinitely harder to predict the Heatran switch in because he knows what I want to do. So I go to Scizor, obvious Shadow Ball resist, and now I can Bullet Punch and hopefully KO the Heatran after Stealth Rock damage. Well, I Bullet Punch Gengar. I won't spoil it just yet. And now he goes to Heatran, I think. And after his Stealth Rock, it looks like it might KO. Like, it just might, but no, it does like half of that, so that really sucks. Anyways, I'm thinking whether or not that's 12.5% for Stealth Rock, because, I don't know. Anyways, I go to Ape, and I close combat here because he has Lucario, Tyranitar, and Heatran and Fire Blast left. So, any one of those would die. So he sacrifices Tyranitar, which is quite obvious, because he doesn't want to let Lucario take a CC since it has the best opportunity of sweeping, since it has extreme speed, and now I have -1 defense and I can't take an extreme speed. So he extreme speeds, I go to Celebi, and this pretty much determines the game right here. If Earth Power KOs, then I win. If it doesn't KO, then it gets interesting. But luckily it KO'd, so that's really cool. And then Heatran comes in. It looks like it does have less than 12.5% of its health left, and it dies to Stealth Rock. So that was an amazing game, Jowdy. Hopefully we can have a rematch sometime because it was really fun playing you. So yeah, rate, comment, sub.